Good morning and happy Self-Care Sunday, Power Parents. Today, I want to share something that has been helping me so much lately. I think it's like a combination of the Mentio that I usually teach, which is the mental physio exercises that rewire your brain and prime you for positivity and happiness. So it's Mentio combined with the manifestation practices that we learned a few weeks ago. And so, you know that I believe that it's all about the little moments, like those tiny changes that we can make to our daily life that changes everything for us. And so, my happiness rewiring exercises involve taking a positive feeling and seeing if you can grow it, seeing if you can hold on to it and savor it so that we can build the neural pathways that's going to allow you to feel good much more powerfully and much more easily. And so I've been doing those Mentio exercises, but with like this hypothetical future scenario, just like manifestation. And so I wanted to share with you today some of the visualizations that I do that's a combination of these things that I'm hoping that you can add into your day and feel just as amazing as I do. Okay, visualization number one. Okay, imagine that people are celebrating you, yes, my friend, you, for something that means a lot to you. So, for example, you can picture receiving a letter in the mail telling you that, oh my goodness, you're getting an award for your contribution to something amazingly meaningful to you. And so it could be like your contribution to raising these amazing humans that are in your world. You are an amazing parent and you have just done such a great job, and people are recognizing you for it and applauding you for it, right? That feels good, right? It could be something at work, something that you've achieved at work, helping a coworker. It could be a volunteer activity, something that you've put your time and energy into. It could be as simple as like a friend thanking you for listening. So, like, you're getting an award for being an amazing friend and taking the time to listen and, just seeing if you can pull in the awesomeness that is those feelings. And this is important because you need to allow yourself to take it in, because often we want to deflect, like we want to be modest. We don't want to take in the praise. But that's not our goal here. And our goal is not to like boost our ego. Our goal is to rewire our brain. We want to be able to take in that positivity and not let our mind be us say, oh, no, 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 be modest, hon, it's fine. So we want the positive part of our brain to be more powerful than the negative part, right? Which is naturally a very powerful part of our brain because that's how we are hardwired. And by doing that, it allows us to more readily take in happiness and be able to feel those positive feelings. So do your visualization, picture getting an award for something meaningful to you, and see if you can hold on to that feeling. See if you can like feel and imagine the hugs that you might get from the people who are celebrating you and hear the applause and just take it in, like feel it until your toes tingle and make sure that feeling permeates into your heart. Like you believe that, oh my goodness, I am that person. I have achieved that. I am a good friend. I am whatever it is that is meaningful to you. And this process doesn't take long. It can take like 30 seconds or like up to a minute. And just in doing those, you are changing your life. All right, visualization number two. You have achieved something that you have been working towards. Yes, you've achieved it. Heck yes. It can be as simple as finishing a project, or it can be something much bigger, anything that you're working towards. And imagine yourself, you achieved it, you finished it, you did it. It's done. Oh my goodness, you stuck with it and you succeeded. Woohoo! This has been something that has been so important to you for so long. And imagine how it's going to feel when you come to that end point. And think about, what are you going to do? What are you going to do when it's done? Like immediately at that moment when it's done, like when I finish something, I usually like I need to move. And so I get up and I move around. Maybe I do a little happy dance and I play with my dog. I got to move those positive feelings. And so think about what you would do in that moment when you just finish the thing, and do it now. Do that happy dance right now and see if you can feel it. See if you can imagine that moment when you've got it done. And again, hold on to it, bring it in, put it into your heart, and let it permeate. Okay, visualization number 3, celebrating somebody you love. Okay, so this can be your kid, this can be your spouse, maybe your kid achieving something. Like, for example, I've got my oldest is going to be graduating high school this semester. So I can like picture that. I can picture how proud I am going to be as he walks across and accepts his diploma, and how I'm going to feel in that moment, and just sink into it and how amazing it is that he's worked so hard for that achievement. Um, so that's a big one, but it could be something small too, like like your kids sharing something with you, sharing something personal. And I have teenagers, and so this is like a big one for me. I want them to share with me. I want them to include me in their life. And so I can imagine that, they're asking me for advice, or they're wanting to share a tough moment, and I'm being there with them, holding their hand, guiding them through it, making sure that they know that I'm supportive of whatever they do. And that means so much to me, and that I can picture that, and I can, be super excited and happy about the relationship that we have and the future relationship that we're going to have as they move into adults. So it's so easy to find like, this is actually probably the easiest one. Like, celebrating somebody other than you is probably easier than celebrating you, but that's why it's so important to do the visualization celebrating you, because you need to conquer that mind BS, right? That's the goal, or rewiring so that the mind BS is not driving our behaviors. One that I love for this one, celebrating something else, is my spouse. And so I can imagine that, you and your spouse are connecting deeply. I can imagine that my spouse has, done something amazing for me, or, like has come home with flowers, something, just whatever, and that I'm grateful for. And I can sink into that, closeness and that connection and that gratitude for our relationship, and just feel into that. And that's going to help have positive feelings towards your spouse and improve your relationship. Okay, so this has been so transformative for me for the last couple of months. I really wanted to share it with you. Maybe you even noticed that my energy is higher today than it has been, because that happiness part of my brain, I'm consciously growing it. I am happier because my ability to take in happiness has grown. It's like a workout for your mind, which is why it's mentio, mental physio, right? You're making parts of your brain very consciously, very intentionally stronger, so that you can do more of the things that you want in your life. And it becomes easier and easier the more you do, just like workouts, right? And I don't know enough about the science of this, but I'm so curious about the brain chemistry of what happens. Like, I know about brain plasticity, I know about rewiring, I know a lot about that, but I do not know, like, if doing these type of exercises might have a similar effect that like medication would on increasing serotonin and dopamine levels. Like, how cool would that be if all you had to do was these little exercises, and all of a sudden, those neurotransmitters that you need in order to feel good are just permeating all of your brain. It's so cool. So I just wanted to share this. It's made a huge difference for me. I've been doing it before I go to bed, which I think is a really powerful time to do it. And then again throughout the day, just like physio exercises, they need to be done on a regular basis. Very small, 30 seconds, but as frequently as you can. And it's cool because even if you're having like this meh day, like, I can grab one of these visualizations and just turn my day around. I can feel that positive feeling, let it go into my body, and just move forward with my day. And it feels amazing. So I encourage you to give it a try this week. I would love to hear what you visualize, what you come up with, what is so meaningful to you. And I would love to hear if it increases your happiness as much as it has been increasing mine. Give it a week, give it a month, and let me know. Send me a DM. I am so curious to hear about it. Thank you so much, and I hope you have an amazing day. Mwah! Ready to uplevel your boundary game? Discover your personal boundary style at mindbs.ca/boundary style.